Hi guys, welcome back to Nenelisha's Kitchen. I'm sorry I've been off air for a while, but I'm fully back now. Today we'll be making chicken curry. I'm going to take you all the way back to the Caribbean. Here I have my chicken. I have just chicken thigh for today. Sometimes I mix thigh and drum. I have my curry. My curry is mixed with turmeric. Turmeric is optional. I have 3 tablespoons full of curry and turmeric. Curry 2 spoons and turmeric 1 spoon. I have chopped onions. I have chopped garlic. I have 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 Scotch bonnet pepper, potatoes for thickening, adobo for seasoning, black pepper, and flavored olive oil. So now I'm going to season my chicken in this bowl before I let it sit for maybe like an hour. You can let it sit for more than an hour. It depends on how much time you have. Sometimes I let it sit overnight. So let's start. I'm going to dump my garlic in the chicken bowl, Scotch bonnet pepper dumped in the chicken bowl. I'm going to dump some onion here because I'm going to burn some of the onion with curry. Okay, I'm going to put some adobo in here for seasoning. I love to season with adobo. Everything is already in here, salt and seasoning. Some black pepper, olive oil. The olive oil is flavored. This is spicy olive oil. I'm also going to dump some of my curry and turmeric in here, and I'm going to save some of it to burn the curry and the onion. So I'm going to use half of it to mix the chicken. So now I'm going to put on my gloves. I'm going to mix together with my gloves so the ingredients can marinate in the chicken. I don't want to use my hands because the Scotch bonnet pepper is spicy. It's going to burn my hand. So I'm going to mix so that all the ingredients marinate into the chicken. And after that, I'm going to let it sit for about an hour before I start cooking my curry. You can use any kind of ingredients, any kind of seasoning you like to season with. I also forgot my nut cube. I will be using nut cube for cooking this curry chicken as well. Wow, I can smell the curry already. Oh, it's already smelling yummy even though it's not ready. So now I got all my ingredients in. So I'm going to let it sit for an hour before I start cooking. Okay guys, I seasoned my chicken and I let it sit for an hour. So now I'm going to turn on the stove and start by heating up the oil to burn up the curry. I'm going to use this sample olive oil that I have at home. You can use vegetable oil, corn oil, any kind of oil that you may like or you are familiar with. So I'm going to heat it up before I start burning up my onion and curry. I'm going to heat it up for like 30 seconds to 1 minute. Now I'm going to turn my onion in. I'm gonna turn it for like a minute, fry it for like a minute before I turn my curry in. Just keep turning the onion until it's cooked. So now I'm going to turn my curry in, curry and turmeric, and I'll keep turning for another minute. This process is called burning the curry. So after burning my curry for about a minute to 2 minutes, I'll start putting my seasoned chicken in. Wow, smelling delicious already from the delicious kitchen. The house is already filled up with curry smell. Okay, so now I'm going to start transferring my chicken into the pot. My stove is on a medium heat. You don't need high heat to cook curry. And now that my curry is all in the pot, I'm going to keep turning until the ingredients marinate into the chicken. I'm going to stir for about a minute to 2 minutes. I'm going to turn in my salt, 1 teaspoon of salt. I don't cook with a lot of salt. And I'm going to put my knorr cube. I like to cook with knorr cube. Some people use Maggi. You can use any kind of cube or seasoning that you are comfortable with. I love knorr cube. So. Now I have my cube in here, and I'm going to add a little bit of adobo. The chicken is already cooking gradually. So I'm going to stir for about another minute before I put a little bit of water in it to let it cook together. So now I have about a cup of water here. I'm going to rinse out this chicken bowl with the water, turn it in my curry chicken pot, and let it steam. So I have about a cup of water in here, so I'm going to cover it, leave it on medium heat, and let it steam for about 5 minutes before I come back to it. Okay, I'll see you all in 5 minutes. Check on the chicken curry after cooking for 5 minutes, and let's see how it's coming out. This is what it looks like after cooking it for 5 minutes. It's coming around. It smells very yummy already. I hope you are all having fun watching this video. So now I'm going to add more water and let it cook for another 10 minutes. I have 2 cups of water here. Earlier on I added a cup of water. So now I'm going to cover it and let it cook for another 10 minutes before we come back to it. Like my curry chicken will normally cook between 25 minutes to 30 minutes because it's soft chicken, so we don't have to cook it for the whole day. So we're going to come back in 10 minutes. We're going to check on the chicken curry now to see how it's doing. We can see it's boiling. We let it cook for 10 minutes. Initially we had it cook for 5 minutes, and secondly we had it cook for another 10 minutes. It's coming around. So I like to cook my chicken really soft. I like it falling off the bone, so we can see it's coming along here. So I'm going to let it cook for another 10 minutes before we come back to it. Like I said before, don't forget I let my curry cook for about 25 to 30 minutes. So we're going to let it cook for another 10 minutes. Then we'll come back, put our potatoes and let it cook for another 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll be set for dinner. I'm going to check on the curry after cooking for 10 minutes. Okay. Wow, it smells so good. Now I'm going to turn the potatoes in. Don't forget the potato is used to thicken the sauce. So I'm going to let it cook for another 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm going to serve with basmati rice for dinner. Okay, so now I'm going to cover and let it cook for 3 to 5 minutes. I'll be back. The curry, after cooking it for 5 minutes with the potatoes to see if it's ready. Yep, it's ready for dinner. Perfect. It came out so perfect. So I'm going to be serving it tonight with basmati rice. For those of you that are out of state and you're interested, inbox me your address so I can FedEx it to you if you're interested. Okay, so I'm going to dish it out and we'll taste it together and we'll see how it came out. So the chicken curry is ready. I'm going to be serving it tonight with basmati rice. You can serve with parboiled rice or any kind of rice that you want. Brown rice is also okay. So I'm going to put some of the sauce on the rice. This is curry and this is chicken. Wow, this looks yummy. I can't wait to taste it. I'm going to add some of the potatoes. I love the potatoes that come with it. So I'm going to test it and I'll tell you. Now I served the chicken curry with the basmati rice. I'm going to taste it and I'll let you know. This is perfect. This came out very perfect. I'm going to leave the list of my ingredients in my inbox. If you're interested in trying this recipe, if you have a question, you can send me an email or inbox me. Thank you all for watching. For those of you that have subscribed, thank you. For those of you that are yet to subscribe, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit the bell notification so you know when I have a new video. Thank you so much. Have a blessed week ahead, and I'll see you